Jesus, are you still there? Because I don't feel you anymore. I used to wake up and sense your peace. I used to pray and feel like you were right next to me. Now, nothing. Just silence, just emptiness. I keep reaching out, but it feels like I'm touching the dark. Where'd you go, Lord?
I haven't gone anywhere. You've mistaken my silence for absence, but I never left.
Then why can't I feel you? Why does it feel like the fire's gone out, like I'm talking to the ceiling instead of heaven? I used to feel you in worship, in prayer, in everything. Now it's like my soul is numb. Did I do something wrong? Did I disappoint you somehow?
No. You're not being punished. You're being deepened. Sometimes I step back from your feelings so you can learn to walk by faith. When you can't feel me, you'll learn to trust me.
But I liked feeling you, Jesus. That's what kept me going. Those moments when your presence was so real I could cry. Now, I cry and nothing answers back. I don't even know if I'm still saved.
Your salvation isn't a feeling. It's a fact sealed by my blood. Even when your emotions vanish, my promise doesn't. You're still mine, even in the dark.
Then why does the dark feel stronger than you? Why does anxiety win more than prayer lately? Why does loneliness shout louder than your love?
Because the storm is loud. But I'm teaching you to find me beneath the noise. When you first knew me, my presence was a feeling. Now I want it to become a knowing. Faith isn't proven when you feel me. It's proven when you don't and still stay.
That sounds hard. Like you're asking me to love you without any proof you're still around.
You don't need proof when you have promise. And my promise never changes. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even in your silence, I'm speaking. Even when you don't feel me, I'm forming you.
Then what's the point of all this? Why take away the one thing that kept me close to you, your presence? Why let me go dry, empty, cold?
Because you started worshiping the feeling of me instead of me. You chased the warmth, not the fire. You thought my presence was meant to excite you, but sometimes it's meant to quiet you. This silence isn't punishment. It's the space where roots grow.
It doesn't feel holy. It feels like rejection. Like I used to be chosen, and now I'm forgotten.
You're not forgotten. You're being trusted. I only let silence touch those whose faith I want to mature. I trust you with this distance because I know it won't destroy you. It will define you.
Then why does my heart still say you're far? Why do I keep checking for feelings that never come back? Every day I whisper, "Talk to me, Jesus," and it's just quiet.
Because right now, it's your turn to speak. I'm not hiding. I'm listening. You filled your prayers with, "Fix it." Now I want you to fill them with, "Find you." Stop chasing the version of me that made you feel good. Start discovering the me that stays even when it doesn't feel good.
So, you're really here? Right now? Even if I don't feel a thing?
Right now. Closer than your breath. Holding what you can't hold yourself. My silence isn't distance. It's a doorway. And when you walk through it, you'll realize I was never gone. Hold on a second. If you're hearing this right now, it's because something in your heart needs attention. I want to know, what's been the hardest thing for you right now? What's stopping you from moving forward with peace? Drop a comment below. I'm here to help you get through this.
Jesus, I hear your words, but if I'm honest, they don't make it hurt any less. I still wake up every morning looking for you and finding nothing. No voice, no peace, just this emptiness that keeps following me. I thought knowing you meant never feeling alone again, but I've never felt more alone than now. What kind of relationship survives this much silence?
The kind that's real. Love that needs constant proof isn't love, it's dependence. If I spoke every time you cried, you'd love my comfort, not my character. You're learning to love me without conditions, the same way I've always loved you.
But I'm human, Jesus. I need something to hold on to. You're asking me to trust air, to love someone I can't see, can't feel, can't hear. How do I know I'm not just fooling myself? How do I know you're not gone for real this time?
Because if I were gone, you wouldn't miss me. The ache in your soul isn't evidence of my absence, it's proof of my presence. Only those who have tasted me can feel this hunger. You're not losing me, son. You're learning to long for me.
Then why does longing feel like punishment? Why does it hurt so much to love you? I thought loving you would make me whole, not empty. I thought faith was supposed to be peace, not pressure.
Faith isn't the absence of pressure. It's peace inside it. You confuse feeling with faith, progress with presence. I'm not just found in fire and miracles. I'm also in the stillness, the waiting, the quiet tears that never make it to your lips. You think nothing's happening, but I'm building something that silence protects. And what's that? What could possibly be worth this? Depth, roots, the kind of faith that won't collapse the next time the wind blows. When you first met me, your faith was like sunlight, bright, warm, immediate. Now I'm teaching you moonlight faith, the kind that learns to shine even when the sun disappears.
That sounds beautiful, Jesus, but it feels brutal. I feel like I'm fading, like I'm losing pieces of myself every day I don't hear from you.
You're not fading. You're being refined. Everything that can't stay is burning away, so what's real can finally remain. You thought this silence was me stepping back, but it's me stepping deeper. You don't see me because I'm working under the surface. Roots don't grow in sunlight. They grow underground.
So that's what this is. You're growing me underground? Because it feels more like you buried me. Buried or planted, the feeling is the same in the dark, but the difference is what comes after. Burial ends something. Planting begins something. You're not dead. You're becoming. What feels like loss is actually life rearranging itself inside you.
But how long, Jesus? How long do I have to stay here in this quiet? How long until I feel you again? Until you stop needing to feel me to believe I'm here. When faith no longer depends on fireworks, that's when intimacy begins. When you can say, "You're still good," without goosebumps, that's when you truly know me. Then what about prayer? Every time I talk, it feels like my words hit the wall and fall back. Are you even listening? Or am I just wasting my breath? Your prayers are never wasted. They don't vanish. They plant. Each word you speak in faith is a seed. And even when you can't see what's growing, heaven waters it. Your silence isn't ignored. It's incubated. I used to pray with fire. Now I just whisper. Sometimes I can't even find words anymore. Then let your silence be your prayer. When your heart aches but still turns toward me, that's worship. When your tears fall and you still say my name, that's intercession. When you stay,
even wordless. You're speaking the loudest kind of faith. It doesn't feel like faith. It feels like failure. Every time I can't hear you, it feels like I'm losing my connection. You can't lose what's sealed by love. I'm not Wi-Fi, son. I'm covenant. Even when the signal feels gone, the relationship remains. I don't need you to be strong. I need you to be still.
Stillness scares me. Because when it's quiet, the doubts get louder. The questions come back. And I start wondering if maybe you got tired of me.
I don't get tired. I am rest itself. When I'm quiet, I'm not distant. I'm close enough to let your faith breathe. I'm teaching you that my love doesn't need constant noise to be real. Some of the greatest miracles happen in silence, not because I'm doing less, but because I'm doing it deeper.
Then what do you want me to do in this silence? Keep praying? Keep waiting? Keep pretending it's fine? Keep showing up. Keep opening your heart. Keep whispering even when it feels useless. You're not pretending. You're persevering. Faith isn't pretending you're okay. Faith is saying, I'm not okay, but I still believe.
Then I'll keep talking to you, Jesus. Even if all I have left are tears. Even if it's quiet for a while. Even if you don't answer.
That's all I ever asked. Not performance, presence. Not noise, nearness. Not perfection, persistence. Stay with me in the silence, and you'll find out it was never empty. It was sacred.
You know, Jesus, I always thought your presence was something I could feel, like fire or peace or a voice in my chest. But now I see, maybe I made you smaller than you are. Maybe you were never gone. I just kept looking for you in the noise, and you were whispering through the quiet.
Now you're starting to hear me. The silence you hated was the space I used to rebuild you. I was never teaching you how to lose me. I was teaching you how to find me in everything.
So this wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You weren't testing my faith. You were teaching me how to walk without sight.
Exactly. You wanted me to return the feeling. I wanted to give you the foundation. You asked for my warmth. I gave you my weight, because roots grow best under pressure.
Then all those nights I thought I was talking to myself, all those prayers that died in the dark, you were there?
Every time, every word you whispered through tears reached me. When you said, "Are you there?" I said, "I never left." When you said, "I can't feel you," I said, "Then let me feel for you." When you said, "I'm done," I said, "I'm not."
I think I get it now. The silence wasn't empty. It was full. I just didn't have the ears to hear it. You were closer in the quiet than you ever were in the noise.
And you're stronger now because of it. Your faith used to live off emotions. Now it breathes from revelation. You don't need goosebumps to know I'm real. You have scars that tell the story. You've learned that I'm not just the God who speaks loudly. I'm the God who stays quietly.
Then this whole time, you were forming something in me I didn't even ask for.
Yes. You asked for comfort. I gave you depth. You asked for a voice. I gave you vision. You asked for answers. I gave you awareness. You thought I was withholding presence, but I was making you presence carrier. Now you don't just visit peace, you become it.
That's what this was all about, wasn't it? You were teaching me that faith isn't what I feel about you. It's what I know about you, even when I feel nothing. That's it. And now you can walk through darkness and not panic. You can pray through silence and still trust. You can live without needing signs because you've become the sign. A living proof that love doesn't need volume to be true.
You know something, Lord? For the first time in a long time,
I don't feel you, but I know you're here. And somehow, that's enough.
That's faith, son. That's the kind of faith that moves mountains, not because it shouts, but because it stays. You've learned to rest instead of reach, to believe instead of beg. And in that quiet confidence, you finally met me not as emotion, but as reality.
Then thank you, Jesus, for the silence that scared me, for the quiet that healed me, for the distance that brought me closer. I don't need to feel you anymore, because now I know you.
And that's where true worship begins. Not in noise, not in moments, but in stillness that says, I trust you, even here. You came searching for my voice and found my heart instead.
Then this silence, it wasn't a punishment after all. It was a place, a holy place.
Yes, and now that you found me here, you'll never fear the quiet again, because you'll know, when the world goes silent, I'm still speaking through the peace that remains.
So, this is how faith sounds, huh? Not like thunder, not like fire, just steady, safe, still.
Exactly. And when the storms come again, and they will, you'll remember this silence, because this time you won't wait to feel me. You'll know I'm not alone. He's here.
Then let's walk, Jesus, not by sight, not by sound, just by trust.
Let's. Because now you don't just believe in me, you believe with me. And that's where miracles begin.